When the virus hit, the whole world went and bought webcams, which drove the prices up a lot. Some bought Logitechs, some went all out and spent thousands on setups and hooked up DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. But did they all waste their money and time trying to set things up when there could have just been a simpler option? Let's face it, there probably aren't many households that don't have an old GoPro like this knocking around these days. And so long as yours has an HDMI out, you can make your own HD webcam from it. So this is my old GoPro Hero 3 Black Plus thingy-majig, and it's not been used for years. It was released in 2013. It's been run over in Chile, about 60 miles an hour on a massive car, been caving in Mexico, hit the bottom of the sea in Belize, it's been clubbing to Glastonbury, been attached to windscreen, poles, you name it. This camera did it, and it's never let me down, which is why I couldn't just throw it away. I wanted to give it a final send-off as a thank you. So I'm going to show you how to set it up as a webcam and hopefully make it look good and sound good too, so it can make a triumphant return into your life like mine has. So here's the kit you'll need: one old GoPro from 3 to 7, a micro HDMI to USB cable, a cam link or other converter, a mic and a light. The light is optional, but knowing what these things are like in low light, I'd get one. If you know what I'm talking about, they're basically not good in the dark. The mic, however, is not optional. The sound you will get on this is horrific. It'll make your ears bleed. So you can use your computer mic or a proper one. Even a headset mic will be better than your computer. So the first thing to do is to plug the micro HDMI into the GoPro and the end of it into the cam link and then that into the computer. Now, depending on how you want to stream, you might need other software. For now, I'm going to use OBS, which is free to show you this. So you can stream all over the web or use this camera for Google Meet or Zoom. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to set all this up. Super simple. So that's pretty much it, but you're going to need to plug in a micro USB to maybe your computer or a power plug to keep this thing charged up. Otherwise it's going to die after a little while. Depending on my battery's pretty old and it actually lasted quite well. Oh, I love you. Now go to software and select your camera like this on OBS. Like this on Zoom. Or like this on Meet. So let's just do one last adjustment. As you can see, the GoPro currently displays the information that's on the screen. So we need to turn this off. That will ruin your video calls or your live. Go into your mode, select Setup, then go down to OSD, On Screen Display, and turn it off. Now you have this lovely clean output. So let's compare an IMAX basic camera and this. The first thing you'll notice is the classic GoPro look. It's got a very wide lens, which means if you've got a vast office or lovely room to show off, then fantastic. If, like me, you're in the smallest room of your house, you might want to be selective about how you present yourself. So I have lots of rubbish on the side, which I need to remove, but I can't be bothered. So I'll go to the settings and then select narrow rather than wide shot by hitting mode, then settings, then the first option, then select narrow or medium. Narrow is a bit too close, medium I'm going to stick with for now. The narrow also started to look a bit grainy. So the image review, the iMac webcam isn't HD. The colours are really off, the image is blown out, there's very little detail in it, so I think we can safely say that GoPro destroys this, hands down. So let's make a few little adjustments to the environment to see if we can improve it still. GoPros do not do well in low light, especially these older ones. So here's where I bring in my super cheap light to the side of my computer. If you're liking this so far, check out some of the stands you can get on Amazon. This one you can clamp to your desk, have over the top of your computer, and it has a light too. Also check out the Elgato key light. These things are awesome, they're compact, they're bright, they can go on your desk and keep it tidy. So we're not trying to get too fancy with lighting here, you'll be happy to know. The GoPro won't drop out the background and it's not the best with artificial lights either. So the brighter your shot, the better with these things. Remember, GoPros are all about making skies look super blue and oceans popping. So colour and light is your friend. If you have tons of sunlight pouring in, you'll need to try to block it. Otherwise it'll be brighter than your light and your face will look dark and the background will be bright and your GoPro will just try to adjust and go nuts. So now I'm gonna have a quick tidy up and here's how we look. Much better, way better than default. So in OBS, if you're streaming to YouTube or Facebook, or even if you've worked out how to combine it with Zoom, we can right-click the camera in the scene and add a colour adjustment, make it brighter, add more contrast. Now, old GoPros are not great for making these kinds of adjustments. The only one that works with my bright room is to pop the saturation up a bit, and now we are working it. So in Zoom, you can make some adjustments too, but they're not amazing. So that's the camera setup. Now the biggest issue going, the sound. You do not want to use the GoPro mic or the computers really. So I'm using my condenser mic, which is about £150, and it sounds sweet as. If you're thinking about upgrading your set, here is where you need to invest, sound. So this is the sound through this Rode condenser mic. This is the sound through the mic on the computer. This is the sound through the GoPro. That's awful.
This is the sound through my headset. How's that sound?
Zoom, Meet, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're gonna go live, the platforms will drop the quality of your video's image before the audio takes a big hit. That's why it's so important, because in many cases the audio is the important part. The other option is a headset, which is better, but not the best, or if you have Apple AirPods, hook them up, they're actually okay. So you can get mics like this that go straight into your USB and connect. The worst thing about this is also the best though, the mic's in shot. But I feel it tells people you've made the effort. To select this sound, you just do this in Zoom. This in Meet. And this in OBS. So now you officially have a GoPro that's a webcam. So there are some obvious pros and cons here. Firstly, you need to buy a cam link, and they're not that cheap. Secondly, you need to buy a mic too. On some of the Logitech webcam range, for example, there's no need for a cam link, they just plug straight in. Some have mics built in, but they're not really the best. So for me, here's what I'm thinking. I set my Sony a6500 up as my webcam all the time because it looks flippin' sweet. I get another cam link and leave the GoPro in quirky places to give me a super cool second angle to stream from. Or if you only want this for video calls, not live streams, consider buying a GoPro Hero 8 or 9 because they now have no need for a cam link. There's GoPro webcam software for them that works really easy with video calls, and I really like the mic on them too. It's not that bad at all. Because you can get close to these and get close to the mic, it means the sound's not going to be too bad. Also, you can get a GoPro 8 secondhand for about £150 on eBay. A cam link alone's £140, and you get the amazing action cam to play with too, which has brilliant stabilisation, and you'll have a lot of fun with it on holidays. And the picture's going to be better than this whole thing as well. So that's how to set up an old GoPro as a webcam. Should you? No. Not unless you already have a cam link or want to use a cam link on other cameras too, and have to find another alternative mic. So if you really want to hook up a GoPro as a webcam, hook up a Hero 8 or 9 and keep that old GoPro for those shots where you want to tie it to a bird that might fly away or blast it to the moon. Either way, I'd still recommend a mic upgrade. If you found this helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us on our 10-year quest as we release 3 videos a week to help you make better videos, review kit, alternatives like this, teach to present, write and promote videos, and build a YouTube channel. And if you really want to boost your video calls or live streams, check out this video here about the kit, or this one about the software you're going to need.